It's all hopped up again, Irv. All hopped up.
Ooh, Lord, look what the good Lord can draw out. KC6EVP, everybody reset your clocks. Go get you some snacks, some drinks, some juices. Get ready to be entertained by one Stephen Hoffman.
It's all hopped up. Listen to that laugh, Irv. Terry. David Bailey. Listen to that laugh.
I don't want you talking over me, dude. I'm not going to talk over you.
You know what? You don't dictate the rules out here. You don't dictate policy. You don't dictate what I do or say.
Welcome to the frequency, Steve. Welcome to the frequency.
I've asked you nicely. In fact, it won't be allowed by you no more.
You just keep...
See what I mean? So let's just keep it cordial. I'm certain you got something you want to say. I don't want to prevent you from saying it as a whole, but you will be taught a lesson, though. Even if you don't have the ability to learn, which is a direct result of an accumulation of fatty particles in your frontal lobe of your brain. Generally, that's the precursor of you suffering from Alzheimer's disease, old-timers disease, whatever you want to call it. So get it through that thick bacon skull of yours. You can't talk over me anymore, Steve, today. Period. Now, were you trying to say something? This is radio station KC6EVP, where I will be telling it like it is, was, and then again shall be. You got that?
In here, hood rat. You keep on jamming N6ZKZ as you always have and always will because you're a jammer. You're not capable of listening to the truth because you're all hopped up, because you let your panties get in a bunch. You're one of the Rainbow Crew, one of the crew members, and you always have been. You're a follower. You're not a leader. And you don't have the ability to be a leader. You'll never be a leader. That's why you live in total filth in Mom's apartment there in Inglewood somewhere. But the bottom line is, it's quite clear to me and others that are listening, and the emails I get from others, that you're all hopped up all the time. And it's evident by the words that come out of your trap, your yapper hole. You said that you got to have a surgery sometime this month, and you said that you got a bunion on your right foot, and you said that steroids, and you said that diabetes, and the hip, and you're mad at Kaiser. And look at you. Look at the way you're behaving. Not like a leader, like a follower, like one of them.
Steve, I know you look up to me, but I am not your leader, dude. Just because I know the word, and I share the word, and I teach the word, don't make me your leader, man. Don't do that. Reminds me of Charles Barkley when he was playing basketball, and Charles would get drunk every once in a while and go to the bar, and somebody might get slapped. And Charles is in the news. He never killed nobody or hit no woman. Married to a white woman all them years, and he's still married to her, and they're lovely. Relationship still goes. But Barkley he said it best. So the world looks at me and puts me on a pedestal, plateau, in the case. You look at me and put me on a ham radio plateau. And all of a sudden you make me your leader, the role model, and your kids. You ain't got no kids, but like Charles is saying, you got kids. And you telling me I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing because I should be a role model to your kids. Well, you should be a role model to your kids before I ever should be entertained to be looked at as a role model because I talk on ham radio as a leader, or like Charles Barkley said, because he put a basketball through a fucking hoop. I look at the principle the same, dude. You just declared me in a leader category in your thoughts, your mind. Well, I thank you, Stephen Bug-Eye Hoffman. But that's your fault, putting your favor in another man. I'm going to tell you about yourself when you get out of control. I'm going to let you have it. And then I'm going to stop and let you talk and analyze the words that you say and come back to you, defeating you, using them same words you said.
take your narco. Go take your soma.
You won't fucking give me none yet.
Go take your narco. You can get it prescribed at Kaiser. You're just not writing to the right person.
I don't know. I can't. I wish I could, Steve. I don't need to talk over you. But them motherfuckers won't give me nothing, man. I got weed to smoke.
You don't know how to write a letter, and you can't write over.
Well, dude.
You know.
You know something? Instead of always talking bullshit, won't you share the knowledge?
Well, if you were my friend...
What that got to do with it? I'm not your friend. But we are associates by way of ham radio, man.
Well, you could ask one of your crew members. I know how to get stuff out of Kaiser.
Fuck it. I didn't made it this far. The pre-surgery is on the 20th of this month. I can deal with it. Fucking come to me now with a remedy. That's just the kind of cat you are.
I have a remedy for Kaiser. It's a well-known remedy, but you're not doing it right.
Okay, thank you, but no thank you. I'm not going to beg you. In fact, knowing what I know now, I don't want pain pills, like the doctor said. The foot doctor had to explain to me. Stop talking underneath me. He had to explain to me that we can't give you pain pills right now. It's going to build a tolerance up for what you got to go through. And you got to do it. They're going to do both hips, not the same day. So I understand now. My psyche has been relieved because somebody at least fucking the foot doctor explained to me why they weren't giving me pain pills. And now that I know what I know, I don't want the pain pills. I'll just keep smoking my herb.
Yeah, you put that in your pipe and smoke it. You roll up those blunts and puff away. Ruin those lungs of yours. You're sick and destroy them. You don't have but 10 years left, maybe. Maybe a little longer, but doubtful. You're diabetic. You go take the cortisone shot.
Fuck you.
I understand. Don't.
Fuck you. That will fuck your blood sugar up from 90 to 120 days. Your shit will rise from 5% sugar in your blood to 8 or 9 negative.
Don't key over me. I just did my research on cortisone shots. And pursuant to a good surgeon at Kaiser, he said 1 to 2 days. That's it.
Oh, bro, I had a cortisone shot in my knee before when the meniscus, I had the torn meniscus, and they did that ortho thing, orthoscop, whatever they call it, and I was in pain, but, you know, they sent me back to work, and I was like, I can't do my job. I need to be able to carry 75 pounds, and in most cases, I might be carrying 100, 125 pounds. I can't do it. And they shot me up in my knee with that 4-inch needle with that cortisone shit, and all the pain went away. I can dance again. I'm crip walking. But my blood sugar was through the roof for 4 months.
Well, get another cortisone. There's a different type of cortisone.
How about don't take none of that shit?
How about get another cortisone? Maybe they can give you a little...
I don't know if you're telling me to do that to fuck me up or you're really giving me some sound advice because you're so washy-wishy.
You're so high right now. So hopped.
I am, but I'm in control of my thoughts. I can articulate my thoughts to words.
Why are you keying over me? I have never unkeyed N6.
I'm interjecting.
That's jam, plain and simple jamming. You just don't want to hear my words, and they're honest goodness words. I just had a conversation with a well-known surgeon at Kaiser. I'm helping someone. And they don't want to give you the narco in the 5-325 or the 10-325, or they don't want to give you narco. It's a controlled substance. They don't want to give it to you. So you'll have to deal with the pain. There's other remedies, too, other than pot.
The podiatrist explained it just like that.
Not a podiatrist, and I don't handle your neuropathy nor your bunions.
I don't have that. Just got a fucking bunion I developed.
I know. I got a lot of emails on your bunions, on your right foot.
Dude, you're listening. You have no life.
I do have a life. I have a job, too, unlike you.
You can't talk then while you're there, but you're listening.
I work, unlike a lot.
I hope you do.
I don't care what you think. You know nothing about me, just what you're fed by some...
It's not all about you. I'm running a selfish program over here.
You're also jamming it.
I'm interjecting.
No, jamming. You're only done...
I'm using my own equipment. I'm not using Ball Canyon Road.
Yeah, you are. You're using 18,000 Bull Canyon Road. Phonetically Boy, Union, Lincoln, Lincoln.
Negative.
It's Bull Canyon. You're using that remote, the paid subscription remote. But the bottom line is you're only told...
I only use that remote where Brigo gets out of fucking control. I've been given a little authority over there, and that's the only time I use that remote on Ball Canyon.
Bull Canyon. And you just are afraid of my words. Because I can dance circles around you. But you're only told by the Rainbow Crew and a few other members that are not members of that Rainbow Crew.
You know I'm capable, and you do know I'm capable at any given time to tell anybody to fuck off. You know that.
Oh, you know that I'm capable of doing that too. Have for many years, since you...
But you've been trying to associate me up with a crew you say I got to answer to. So what do you call them, the minions?
Oh, it's called the Rainbow Crew. There's a bunch of faggots. There's one that's married to a man.
Takes one to know one.
Well, I'm not a faggot. I have a girlfriend. For many years, 13 years.
Ain't nobody heard that chick in 6 months.
She was over here last night.
I ain't heard her.
Well, I'll put her on the radio. Why would her car be here? They say her...
Oh, that's her car. Somebody's been saying about a certain car, make, manufacturer, I can't recall, in the driveway.
That's one of my cars, by the way.
What is it?
Yeah, I have multiple cars.
Yeah, but what is this car that they talking about?
I don't answer questions.
Yes, you do. Well, you know what? You've listened to me so much, and you know when to mimic me. But this is me you're trying to mimic me to. This ain't from you to me. This is me to you. Do you get that? You pick it up when I'm laying down?
Just take your Voltron gel, take your acetaminophen, Motrin, and maybe, if you do it right, they can give you more hydro...
I'm not doing no ibuprofen. I don't want my liver fucking pickled, which is what his recommendation was. And I'm not doing no fucking, that Tylenol acid, whatever shit, extra strength. Nope.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Hold me a blunt.
I don't do drugs. I've never smoked marijuana. But here's the deal.
I don't do drugs either, but you recommended that I do.
No, I recommended that you... Well, you said that you do the Soma. That's a drug.
I got a hold of a couple of Somas from a family member, okay? And they gave me 3, and they did work.
Yeah, well, that's Cardaceprol, a generic name. But that's passing out drugs without...
I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do? Pump it out of my system and say, I see what you did?
That's a crime.
No, we don't want to go there, do we?
That's another crime. And
are you going to report me? I'm good in the book if you need my mailing address.
No, I don't waste my time on you, man.
Well, say it then.
Because I felt like it did.
But you ain't going to waste your time, and I don't fucking fret like you've been given for 30 years.
Well, no, you said that I've only been here for
30. I give you 30. You came in about 95 or some shit like that.
87. But who's...
That's a lie. That's a fucking... Scott Press wasn't even here in 87. And he's the one that summons you along. Made you school board shuffle over.
I'd rather Scott Press be here.
He wasn't fucking present.
I'd rather Scott Press be here than a few members of the Rainbow Crew.
Nobody... That ain't what we talking about, Mr. Ship Horses in the middle of the race.
I'd rather Scott Press be here.
He's the one brought you forth. Get your net, man. Your dumb ass couldn't even understand how to get to 808 East Pine. Fucking the neck boats used to catch buses and bike ride there. But you in your car driving, trying to get to the kitchenette, but you on the other side of the goddamn airport. You're on the Central South. You need to come. Everybody knows to come down Imperial to Center Point, do the hairpin loop and come back around. But you couldn't. That couldn't in your brain. You couldn't get that. So Scott Press, who was it, JTD or was it AJ, had to go out and find you and bring you into the folk all because you wanted the shirt and hat that Roger Denny donated back to the repeater after GE, Gary Elmer kind of disrespected him about his Thursday night swamp net.
Why do you continually jam? I was trying to help.
Man, I got long went lungs. I got that shit from Camp Fleming.
You shouldn't jam. It's not a good thing for you to constantly be jamming because you don't want to hear my words. It just, look at the Rainbow Crew's bleeding and breathing in your ear, sweet nothings, and you enjoy it. You only believe what you've heard from the Rainbow Crew. You know nothing about me other than the Rainbow Crew's Photoshop pictures, the lies, and the bullshit. But I wish you well. I think you're an asshole. I really do. But I wish you well.
Thank you. Steve, I think some of my most creative work was putting that N6ZKZ.com site together. And I hope you don't have any ill will about me or disparaging thoughts.
No, not at all, because you're going to make me a very wealthy man. I appreciate you doing that, as well as members of the Rainbow Crew, because that, my friend, is duly noted. It's there, and I've retained an attorney, and I can talk about it. Unlike the armchair attorney TCS, I'm going to talk about it over and over again. I have an attorney. I'm represented.
Okay, listen. I got well over 100,000 hits on your site, and they're offering a penny a hit.
That's good. You and the Rainbow Crew. Every member is going to be seen in court. When TCS goes back home to his husband, Ricardo, I'm going to make sure he comes the furthest place away from home, because he's got a lot to say, but he can't back his shit up. Never has, never will. I'll walk circles around any member of the Rainbow Crew.
That dude's a retired deputy sheriff. What do you mean never have, never will?
A civilian. Okay? And this time around in court, because obviously it didn't work last time, not real well enough where I felt sorry for a certain individual. I can't mention by name, but I could talk about him. This time there is no sympathy, there's nothing. Have a nice day.
I just wanted to have you to know this fact. I've seen several pictures of Dana in full uniform amongst other sheriff's deputies in full uniform, amongst high-ranking sheriff's deputies at ceremonies in full uniform, dude. So just know that is not bullshit. The dude's a retired deputy sheriff, man. You happen to have retired enough, early enough that he's doing a second thing. But he's getting all of his CalPERS. Now, I know what I'm getting from my third. I think he might be getting a little bit more than. But if he's getting what I'm getting, he on easy street until he leave the planet.
Well, he's a civilian, number one. Number two, he wasn't a deputy sheriff for 32 years. He was a Los Angeles County cop at a courtroom and at a hospital. He was absorbed 5-6 years with the sheriff's department. So you don't know what you're talking about, again. And obviously he's breathing in your ear and vice versa, you and the Rainbow Crew. But that's okay. You know, everybody has to tell white lies, right? No pun intended.
I see it. I've seen him in full uniform in pictures with other sheriff deputies and high-ranking sheriff deputies at ceremonies and stuff, awards. I got these pictures. In fact, I've seen it. I got them. Now, he may have came by way of some other entity after he got his post certificate in the state of California. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They grandfathered a lot of cats in. He used to be, when I first started working for the community college district, there was a community college police department. And each college had its own campus. But then in about 2004, because of budget commitments and things of that nature, the county bid for that, and the sheriff took over, and they're still there to this day. Even if he hadn't done that, because he's post-certified and worked in that position in the state of California from Eureka to San Ysidro, he's CalPERS. His retirement ain't no different than my retirement, which ain't no different from a fireman's retirement, to the teachers, to the Lawyers Association, to a whole host of public employees, including lawyers, doctors, the list goes on, in the state of California. The man fucking papered up, Steve. Plus, he went back to work. I ain't trying to tell his business, but I estimate his intake after taxes in his household more than 10, 11, 12 grand.
You breathing in your ear right now? Is he texting you what to say? Because it seems like you're not saying on your own. You can't think that far in advance. Let me tell you, here's the bottom line. I know you're tech, but I don't have the time. But yeah, he's working a second job as a civilian, programming radios, because he's got an expensive lifestyle. And he buys cars for his husband, you know, Ricardo, his husband. And, well, he's got to have a second job because he's got an expensive lifestyle. All those fancy cars and lawnmowers in the sky, fancy lifestyle. But what he does is his business. Who he sleeps with and beds with on a daily basis is his business. But when he sticks his nose in my business, he becomes my business. You get what I'm laying down?
Pick up what I'm laying down. What has that got to do with me? Listen to me, Steve. I don't give a fuck if he is married to somebody up in Tennessee, or I don't give a shit if he's gay. I'm still gonna like the guy. I'm still gonna call him a favorite of mine, just like I did Chris Baldwin, AJM, that you couldn't stand. Well, we liked Chris Baldwin, who was a known homosexual, not a fag. And we all liked him no less, period. But even doing that, did they like you? Were you cared for? Were you the center of get-togethers? Or responsible for putting any kind of get-together that anybody would come to? That homosexual Chris Baldwin was, and I was back his play. He put the shit together. Hell, I'm on barbecue. That's how cool he was in the loop, in the circle. So that shit you say about Dana, so what? I don't give a damn. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't have anything against homosexuals. Now, if you a faggot, wink, wink, you, I got something to say to you about your lifestyle and your behavior. Okay? And that's the book of Deuteronomy, in 19th chapter, starting at the 18th verse. More so the 19th verse, by how your homosexual ass, you faggot, will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. It's written in black and white right there. Anyway, I'm done.
You're jamming. But I'm not married to a man. Never have been. A woman, a few of them, haven't done their homework. I have multiple marriages. But
don't get me started on Leslie.
Who cares? I've been married to women. Got a woman girlfriend.
You had one marriage, your family and them set up, that lasted 2 fucking weeks. Leslie shook your ass.
My husband's name isn't Ricardo. I don't have a husband.
Talk about what you had. A wife named Leslie. You care to expound on that?
No, because your research isn't real good.
Well, then correct it.
Oh, well, Perry's the one that pulled that certificate. Perry, Walter...
No, dude, you jumping fucking horses. We're talking about Leslie, the one that owns the jewelry store down on 7th and Hill right now. That's your ex-wife.
I've had multiple ex-wives.
No, you don't. Okay? But even if you did, we're talking about Leslie.
Are you writing a book?
Yes, I fucked 2 books.
I don't need to answer a report.
No, you don't. But you're questioning shit and also suggesting shit. So I just asked the same question back to you.
But you asked?
Goddamn right.
Asked, A-X-E.
See, the same question. Why are you so temperamental about it?
I'm not temperamental, but you're jamming again, KC6UVPs.
Well, then how are you able to say that?
You're jamming. You know?
It'll make you look bad with your own words.
Listen, I had a friend that was a faggot.
Hey, what happened?
He died.
You sucked him to death?
Scott Press.
That dude wasn't your friend.
Yes, he was. And we...
What makes you think so?
I know him very well.
I knew him very well. What makes you think so?
You don't know shit. You don't know shit.
Got the opportunity to explain, so I do.
I've had a lot of homos out here. A lot of them. But nobody has ever been married to a man that's in denial. Nobody. Not a...
Who then? Outside of him, who you making references to when you say a lot? Who?
Chris Baldwin.
He wasn't in no closet. He made it clear that he wanted to do so. Him and Gary used to have a show about a roadhead going to cut him back. Wasn't no secret. It was transparent.
We have Ed Gordon, that's a homosexual.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Give me some facts.
Ed Gordon, Scott Press, Danny Rice, Brian Gordon.
Wait a minute. And everybody you name are homosexuals. If they are homosexuals, I can't that across the board. But if they are, them people all you named are respectful.
Isn't that weird that the Gordons, we got Ed Gordon, we got Brian Gordon. Isn't that coincidental?
Is that something that turns you on?
Isn't that coincidental?
You know what's weird? This is the second day in a row I've turned on the radio, and there's ZKZ talking about gay people. Who's gay, who's not, married to a man, blah, 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 blah. Every fucking time. Yeah, Steve, do you think that makes you seem like you're somehow superior? You and Briegel, same fucking thing. All the time. All the time. Why are you so fixated on that? You have a mental list.
So fixated on jamming me. Is that weird that I'm telling the truth? It's not a lot.
You rarely tell the truth. And this is no exception. This is just an expression of your fixation about gay people. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. But what puzzles me is how you think it makes you feel, I don't know, superior. And, don't even start about jamming. If you're jamming Darren right before I started talking over you. And I'm not jamming you. I'm not just maliciously interfering with you. I am saying what I want to say, because that's exactly what you do. You talk over anybody you can talk over, and you don't give a shit about anything other than you getting your word out. I'm doing the exact same thing you're doing. So put a sock in that, because it's bullshit. But why do you have this fixation? You and Perry, actually more than Briegel, you and Perry all the fucking time. It's all you seem to care about. It's bizarre. It's juvenile. It's like elementary school level. But, it's consistent with you, and I don't understand why.
It's not. Of course you don't understand why. You're not able to cope with the truth. Instead,
you're not able to cope with the truth. Your whole mission out here is to try to make yourself seem superior to others when you obviously are not. You have no idea what it's like to participate in a conversation as a member of a group. You have to be putting somebody down or accusing somebody of something, and I would say 75% of the shit you throw out here is bullshit. But you do it anyway because that's the only way you know how.
Say 100% of the stuff that lately you've been saying out here is bullshit.
Like what? What did I say that was bullshit? Tell me.
I don't feel like it. Maybe later.
Because you're full of shit. You're fucking full of shit. You bring it up, and then you say, oh, I don't feel like it. Well, little Miss Chris, don't be fucking bringing it up then. I could go on and on for hours about what you say on a routine basis where you're full of shit. Limited, including but not limited to how you have a Cybertruck. You're wealthy. You own multiple houses. You have multiple college degrees. 100% bullshit. You can't just say, yeah, I don't work anymore. I live in the house that I've got, and, I do this. You can't do that. You just can't. So you got to attack other people. And you think you're so experienced and smooth and filled with credibility. You're not. You have no credibility out here because you lie so much.
on creating your own story and believing your own lies, gobblecock. 12 years of jamming on a homosexual call sign, Matt John.
Again, no truth in there from the ZKZ. God. You say jamming. I never jammed. I did my Buzz is a Fat Fuck thing. I didn't interfere with people. And nobody T-hunted me. I didn't have people out here wanting to kick my ass like you do. You're just so full of shit. You are wrapped up in a disgusting chocolatey layer of your own bullshit. And everybody knows it. And everybody wishes you would just stop, but you won't.
Everybody wishes you'd go home to your husband, but you won't. Go home to Ricardo.
You're not listening at all. All you're doing, you're not capable of listening. So you just keep saying the same thing over and over again because you honestly think you're the smartest and most credible person in the room. And you're not. You never have been.
Husband in Tennessee. Yes or no?
Listen to you. Every chance you get, you just confirm everything that I've been saying about you. You're not even listening. You're just waiting. Your brain is in standby mode until you hear me unkey, and then you say the same thing again. And it's about the same topic every single time.
Steve, I'm going to say this. I'm going to start off by saying I don't give a fuck if he's gay. I don't give a shit. I'll hang out with this cat. I'll sleep in the same room with this cat. I'll ride in the car with this cat. Because if he is gay, he ain't came across me like he gonna disrespect me with it. Okay? Straight up. So I'm not gonna judge him. I have at the kitchenette been so fucked up. Chris Baldwin's there, GK's there, I'm there. GK had that long couch. Man, we so fucked up this morning. Me and Baldwin sleep on the same couch. He at one end, I'm on the other. He ain't loaded, but I'm loaded. GK loaded. He ain't never tried nothing. Because he was a respectful homosexual married to Alex. And the dude was no different than hanging out with one of your homies who's married to a woman. Was very respectful for himself, about himself, and how he projected himself. You know, we'd laugh, make jokes about, you're a fag, you're a homie. But it was all that, and that's how I was taken. Well, you're a nigger. We all just laugh. I don't have a problem with a respectful homosexual. I have a problem with a faggot. Always wanting to put it right fucking there in the forefront of everybody. Well, look at me on the tight catwalk with my ballerina polka dot tutu. Look at, I get tired of that. And that's that I think you do. You put it, you force it on people. Okay, you're going to say you're not that. So what if you aren't that? Why do we have to discuss that?
Free speech repeater last time I checked. I'll say whatever I please. Dana put his nose in my business.
And we will say whatever we want to say. We will make observations about you, your behavior, and your conduct, whether you like it or not. You're not going to get a lobster attorney to get us to suspend our First Amendment rights. You have no influence in it at all. One thing that's interesting that you refuse to talk about, and that's fine. I don't give a shit if you're gay or not, Steve. I don't care. I care about the way you act out here, which I think is bullshit. And it's tired, and it's dated, and it's repetitive. But what about all those pictures on your camera roll that you sent to Robert Jeffrey Simpson KM6RHL that showed, looked like models with no shirts on? Why were those in your camera roll? I don't care, but if you want to start a question and answer session, you need to start answering some questions too. And none of this 9-year-old, sitting on the floor in your diaper. I don't feel like it. Fuck. You're 68 years old. And this is how you act. Come out here with your big voice and blah, 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 blah. Well, you this and da, 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 da. It doesn't work anymore, Steve. It just doesn't. It hasn't worked in a while, and it doesn't work on anybody. The only time you get any kind of result that you desire is someone like AI6BF, George Collins, somebody you can insult and run off. And that makes you feel good about yourself. But it doesn't work with anybody else, in case you haven't noticed. I'm not your fucking friend. I'm not here to answer your question. You know, you don't pay my bills. You don't matter at all. So if you don't want an honest evaluation from an outsider of your behavior, and you're too naive and immature to see the value of that, that's your problem. But don't think for a minute you're going to be running anybody off or chasing anybody away or triple OG. None of that. Those days are over. And it's not me saying that. It's the whole fucking user base. And you can't see it. You can't see it. Or maybe you can, you just aren't looking. You don't want to see it. Whatever. Do what you want, but don't expect to, you know, be taken with any credibility or anything.
Dude, I just want to throw in. Real quick, Steve. Hold up. I'm going to let you have it. It was as of recent. What I mean by that, since Sunday. I know you ain't going to say you don't give a fuck, but there's some people that don't talk here, but every fucking body listens here. From all over the goddamn world, from Japan to China, everybody listens here. Everybody's got this in Southern California, odd split in their HT, in their mobile, in their base. They don't talk here, but they got the odd split with the PL in there. So with some people who don't talk here, I'm going to even go so far as to say this. They black high OEMs. They only talk on Black Simplex 144.450. You don't come here. And I got a question about who? Perry? I got a question about what the fuck is wrong with Perry. See what I said? And then you were the only other person they ask about. Well, what's this dude's problem? Man, this dude, y'all been listening. Y'all know what it is. Well, he's what he is. And even then, I don't have to go into, well, he's blah, 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 because they're asking me what's your problem, and I go, he's what he is. This is on Black Simplex, man. People that don't never talk here. They listening right now, I'm one certain. But I ain't saying no names. It's only been Perry, as of recent, that they ask about. And you, Steve, you.
That's what I've been trying not to say for a couple of months, because I wouldn't want to compare anybody to Perry. But Steve's acting just like Perry, word for word. And you look at the rest of the commonality, and, you know, maybe it kind of makes sense. I didn't want to say that, but, you know, you force somebody to say something, to make an observation, that's exactly what's going to happen. And now that I've said it, and you've said it, other people are going to be thinking, yeah, you're right.
I just want to also let that stupid motherfucker Perry know, because I know he's listening, what time it is. How dare that motherfucker step in my forefront, my arena, thinking who he is in the ham world? They want to know what the fuck is wrong with these two individuals.
It's always the same shit. It's always these career ham radio operator, they call themselves triple OGs, where they've been on ham radio their whole adult life, and they've got nothing else going for them. And it's somehow everybody else's fault. Somehow it's my fault. Somehow it's your fault. Somehow it's Gladstone's fault. But it's never their fault. But there's only a couple of them left. Stephen Perry or two of them. There's maybe one, maybe two others. And they'll all be gone. Hopefully they'll find something else to do with their time, because they're not good at this. Nobody wants, they act like it's the 80s and the heyday of 435. And it's not. There was talent back then. Interesting conversations, interesting shows that weren't created and manufactured by emails going back and forth and OF and EBT and all these people in the background trying to, be grab-astic little reach around freaks and, oh, say this, say that. You know, that's what this is. It's fucking old. It's stupid and tiring. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sure you've got a lot to say.
Real quick, this interjection going to take 30 seconds. You hit the nail on the head. Not so much for Steve. He's been around forever. But for fucking nigger Perry, he's trying to live what he used to listen to on the radio, but didn't have the balls to come out here in the 80s or the 90s. Or Perry came in like the mid-2000s. But he's trying to live or go along with what used to be. What a fucking idiot. Go ahead, Steve.
Dana, you're the one that started it, so I'm gonna...
You gotta turn that down.
You started it, Dana.
Yeah, you need to turn the feedback down. And what did I start? I know it's going to be 100% horse shit, but what did I start?
Put your thinking cap on and try to think.
No, that's a bullshit non-answer. You love giving those. You think nobody notices, but that's a bullshit 9-year-old tantrum little non-answer. What did I try to start?
Hold on for a second, if you can't, Dana. Don't key over him. Let him embarrass himself with his own words.
You...
Stop fucking keying over him. God damn. Don't you people understand a show, a good one?
Why don't you stop jamming, you and Dana? But you're on remotes, jamming remotes. So you guys don't hear the truth because it's slapping you right in the face. You don't want to hear the truth. That's why you're jamming.
Okay, what? I'm not jamming, and Darren's not on the remote. He's RF. So there's two big steaming hunks of bullshit that just fell out of your mouth. Now, what truth are you claiming that we don't want to hear? And how is that related to you or anything about you?
You, Dana Glenn Gower, that's married to Ricardo Gower Espinosa.
You turn your duplexer down.
I don't have a duplexer. That's your end, not mine. You started with me. So now, since Perry did everyone a favor and got your marriage certificate, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine.
And what did I do to you, other than not give you every little speck or tidbit of information you demanded? Because one thing about you, Steve, is you don't have a memory. You can't recall things. You shit on everybody that tries to be cordial, friendly, or even nice to you. Every single time. The most egregious one being Robert Jeffries Westlake K-M6RHL. Every fucking time. And it frustrates the shit out of you that people won't tell you everything that you want to know. Because everybody knows that you're a little ham radio dossier, and you're going to try, because it's all about ham radio with you. It's all about creating a ham radio show so you can feel like you're part of something. You can feel like you're involved with something. You can feel significant. Every fucking time. So I didn't do anything to you, except I didn't do what you wanted me to do. And Robert Jeffrey Swenson, KM6RHL, pretty much did, until he realized you were going to stab him in the back. Because you have a defective personality. There is something wrong with your personality. And you have no desire to fix it because you don't think there's anything wrong. You think everybody else is the problem. Everybody else is crazy. Everybody else is an asshole. So it's the same thing over and over again. You're a broken record. And it's no secret. Everybody knows that. So no, Steve, I didn't do anything to you. As soon as you changed your phone number, this was classic. You said, "Oh, I'm going to change my phone number." Not that I called you very much anyway. It was always you calling me. Not that you change your phone number and then you get butthurt because people don't call you. Well, they don't have your phone number. And so 1.5 bullet point on that is nobody really wants to call you. So no, I didn't do shit to you. You just sat around in your empty house looking for some reason to be the victim. And nobody's buying it. I didn't do shit to you.
Yeah, you did. calling me crying like a baby, Dana. Crying like a baby when you didn't have the job you have now. You called me, hey, will I get the job? You're crying like a little baby.
Turn your duplexer down.
I have a duplexer. You're crying like a baby, Dana. That's something you do each and every day. But before you had the job you have now as an independent contractor, working programming radios before your ticker popped, you're crying like a baby. You cry like a little fussy bitch baby all the fucking time. Grow a pair of balls. Admit you're a faggot and you're married. Grow a pair of balls and admit that you started in with me.
So what if he's gay?
I started in with you? What the fuck does that mean? And you're a fucking liar. I never talked to you or complained about anything to you for the reasons I just mentioned before. You kept asking, oh, are you coming back to L.A.? And I would tell you, yeah, I'm working on a contracting job. And I got it. Why the fuck would I confide or cry or complain to you, of all fucking people? Nobody would. Yeah, and then you go, you've been exercising admirable restraint, and you didn't say the word faggot until the very end. I don't know how you were able to restrain yourself for that, 20 seconds, but I guess it proves you can do it. No, you're 100,000% full of shit. Just like when you say you have 3 college degrees, or you have 4 houses, or you have 2 Cybertrucks, or any of the other bullshit that you've said. You're going to get a dream team of attorneys, and you're going to sue everybody, blah, 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 blah. You tried that once, and you fell flat on your fucking face. No, I never did shit to you, Steve. Never did a motherfucking thing except try to help you, and that backfired, like everybody told me it would. Be careful around Steve Hoffman. He's unstable, and he will turn on you. And you know what? You did.
Santa, I don't give a fuck if you gay. I love you. I love you, dude. You good-ass people. The word is bond. I wouldn't give a shit if Steven's gay. I don't feel you gay, but I feel he gay. And he needs a leader, because he thinks you gay, to take him by the hand, even though he's been here forever. It's during this time when the homos thing came out, and they full regalia on all fronts. And he feels it's his time, but he still don't know the step-out moment. He don't know the step-out move, so he's got in his mind that you gay. And he would rather you take him by the hand, but because you haven't, he's mad. I don't give a fuck if he's gay or not. It ain't my business. He should be the same way. He love to bring some shit up on people. Most of it made up. He like to say that shit about me and GK. So that makes me automatically know the shit that he says not to be trusted at any level. But let's look bigger behind the picture. Let's think outside the box. He wants somebody, and Steve, you shouldn't at this age in your life have to have somebody come to your forefront, knock on your door and say, come on out. Just come out, man. Just come on out, tell the repeater, tell the neighbors, and tell everybody you saw it. You're coming on out. You're not going to fight it no more. And people might start liking you.
Crying like a baby, Dana. Crying like a baby.
Same thing. No information, just the same shit over and over again. You're a fucking liar, Steve. You lie about everything. Your life is the ham radio show. And, I just remembered something else. You kept bugging me to send you a picture of me in uniform. So I found one from like a year earlier of me standing in front of a jail cell, and I sent it to you. It was harmless. Didn't show my badge number or anything you could use to put in your dossier. And what was your response? Wow, you're a good-looking man. Hey, okay, whatever. You're full of shit, Steve. Your deflection is weak. You have no credibility, and you're just 100% full of shit. I never did anything to you. You sit there in Kinsey and you stew in your own juices, and you listen to ham radio, and you try to interpret anything you can hear as a way to go after people. And I was no different. It just was my turn and by the way, I didn't bitch at all when our chain-smoking ham radio operator told Buzz who I was, and you and USO went after me. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't bitch about it. What happened, happened. I knew that was going to fucking happen. But, you know, you gotta do this to make yourself feel good. I pity you. No, I don't, because I would have to care in order to pity you, and I don't. But you're a fucking liar, Steve. Just lie all the time. Everything for you is a ham radio show, and you're so woefully and pathetically irrelevant to everybody else out here that there's nothing you can do about it. But go ahead, say the same thing you've just been saying for the last 30 minutes. I'm going to unkey now. So go ahead and repeat yourself over and over again.
I'm surprised I haven't been called a nigger yet.
Is it true that you're married to Ricardo, or is that a Perry lie? And is it true that you're number 212?
If you are, could you do me a favor, Dana, and not put your personal affairs? I don't got to tell you what to do.
Dana's hype?
And he just said the same thing. Yeah, I understand, Darren. I appreciate that. He just said the same thing. I unkeyed, gave an opportunity to say the same thing he's been saying. And what did he say? The same thing he's been saying.
Afraid of the truth, right, 212? You're a piece of shit, Dana. You started it, and you're going to see what a taste of your own medication looks like.
No, I'm not. You're a much bigger piece of shit than I could ever be. I didn't start shit. And you know it, and you're powerless to do anything. You are completely powerless to do anything about it. So go ahead. I know what's coming now. It's coming. I've filed. Blah, 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 blah. And I'll say it again because you're obviously too dull to comprehend it. If you did get an attorney, if you did get a lobster attorney thermidor smothered in butter, the first fucking thing the attorney would tell you is don't talk to these people. Which just cements it, unquestionably that you're not going to do a fucking thing. And if you do, bring it on. Bring it the fuck on. But no, I didn't do shit to you, Steve. Never did anything. You get to your gestation period, and then you turn on everybody every fucking time. And this is no different. And now go ahead, repeat the same thing you've been saying for the last 30 minutes.
Isn't that what you've been doing? As you're jamming, you haven't ID'd once. KI6TCS, I'm IDing for you. N6ZKZ. How about that?
Oh, yeah. I haven't ID'd once. Neither have you till right now. See, what a shithead. You have no respect for Part 97, no respect for anything, but you somehow want to hold everybody else up to this big standard because you're a triple OG and a general class ham. Thank you, Arnie Gamson. But you're so full of shit. You are 100% full of shit. KI6, TCS. Now go ahead and say the same thing.
Are you married to Ricardo? Yes or no? Are you married to him?
What business yours? That's the equivalent of homosexuals, whatever, no faggots, getting in front of people that ain't that way saying, you're going to accept me, you're going to, go do what you do.
See, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get that I'm saying that that's all he cares about is who's gay, what's gay this, gay that. All of his little lifetime loser ham radio buddies, they do the same thing. And so I say, I'm going to unkey, so be sure to say the same thing over and over again. And what does he do? He says the same thing over and over again.
Saying that something isn't true. I'm simply asking you a question. Answer the fucking question, big shot. Are you married to Ricardo? Yes or no?
Same thing. Over and over again.
See my bed. I don't even indirectly want to know somebody else's business. I got my own fucking ship to sail, man. I got me to look out for to try to get into the heaven pearly gates. I'm running a selfish program. I don't have the extra energy to try to figure out someone's sexuality. It ain't my business. If I'm trying to spend time on that, that's less time I'm spending on this selfish program I need to be spending on myself.
You've heard that. You've heard that saying, "Idle mind is the devil's workshop." That's deep, and he just reminded me of something else. Back when he was talking to James, James had to hide from Steve that he was talking to Robert. This is some Peyton Place, Mean Girls, bitchy little whatever bullshit. But Steve's a grown man, and James is a grown man, and Steve gets upset because James talks to somebody else. It's really weird. And James had a good way of putting it. He said Steve doesn't understand boundaries. He doesn't understand how to interact with real people in a ham radio scenario. He thinks he does, but he doesn't know how to interact with people. He doesn't know that there are boundaries. There are things you don't. If someone has cancer, you don't keep asking them a million questions about their cancer and where it is, and what it's doing. He would do that to Terry. He would, ask him about the shits he was taking and stuff that Terry obviously wasn't comfortable talking about, but Terry was very tolerant. He just wanted to talk on the radio and had a good time. I miss him every day. But Steve has an issue with boundaries, and which is why he's so fixated, and he's a spoiled little child. He wants what he wants. He's never going to get it, no matter what it is, and he can't handle it. So he's just going to keep repeating it over and over again. And I'm going to unkey, and he's going to do it again. He's not even going to wait.
No, I'm going to check first. Let's see if I got it. Steve, you just heard me fucking say anyway, you duplex. I made mention 30 minutes ago, recently I was asked by the high OMs that will never talk here, but everybody listens here. I made that whole scenario clear. Give a shit who you are. You listen here. You have taken our pair and loaded into a memory address allocation, whether you talk here or not. And also accompanied with it is the correct PL. So, and I ran a test on all of them. This is how I know. And I love y'all down there. Not down there, my black simplex. I love y'all. You know I know what I'm talking about. That's the way y'all like to hear me talk. So I was asked within a week about Steve. Did he really send out black dildos? I'm like, yeah, that's a fact. Oh, God, what kind of person? Were you one of the recipients? I go, yeah. Really? You got a picture? Yeah. As it came to me, as I opened it out the envelope, yeah. I got it all here in my phone. And they looked at you, Steve, because you sent that. And they were taken fucking back. That a male would send another male in the mail a rubber dick. Big old black one.
Done yet? Are you done yet? Let me know when you're done.
And you like it, Bud Hoffman. Just relax.
Are you done yet?
It was just Terry and you that they asked about on Black Simplex. KC6GDP, I'm done.
Good. Well, Dean, are you, like a baby, you want to answer that because you know that I'm not speaking bullshit. Speaking the truth.
I'll let him talk. He'll embarrass himself.
They're jamming. That's Dana jamming. I can tell the signal. That's Dana.
No, it's not, you fucking moron. Trying to wait for you to say whatever it is you're going to spit out. Go ahead.
No.
I'm serious. Who whoever the fuck it is jamming, stop. You ain't helping. Come on, let the cat talk.
Started it.
Pissed off so many people, most of which will listen to me.
I'll tell you what. Dana's the one.
Not me.
Started it.
No, that's not Dana's signal. I'll verify that on the input.
By the Rainbow Crew, he's liked. By the Rainbow Crew. But by how do you email?
Hey. What would you say if I asked you to describe your wedding night with Leslie Carroll Small when you were married to her? Give me details about your wedding night, your honeymoon, what you did, how you consummated the marriage. Would you answer that question on ham radio if I asked you over and over and over again? Of course you wouldn't. Because it's none of my fucking business. Which is the reason I wouldn't ask. Plus, I don't care. But you just are fixated on it. And it just burns your ass that you can't go, all round and round and get the answers you want. I didn't answer USO. I didn't answer SYW. And I'm not going to answer you. Because none of you three motherfuckers are my friends. I don't owe you an answer to anything. I don't owe you any respect. I don't owe you any acknowledgement. You are nothing. You're somebody that now you're somebody I'm just going to come out here and slap around. And before you get a bee in your bonnet about the remote, no, it's not going anywhere. And bad news for Steve, if this remote does slide down the hill and wind up in a pile of electronics at the bottom, another one will replace it because you are so universally despised. Go ahead, try to do something other than ask me the same question over and over and over again.
Hold on, let the record reflect. KC6UDP. It may not be of a wide coverage, but look when I key up how my get down is. The repeater ever went down during this downtime, I'll put this one up here at the house. It'll be analog and digital. If you want to get in digitally, you can with Fusion. The regular analog users can get in that way. This will never go away as long as people like me got life in my blood. Why does UVP have all that equipment over there? Because when somebody comes along and really needs it, or there is a real need for it, without hesitancy, something will go up. KC6UVP.
More talk. More bullshit. Hey, Dana, can you tell me about Ricardo when you got married to him at Downey, I think it was? Your wedding at Downey. Can you tell me what you did on your wedding night? How long you've been married? How long you've been gay? How long Ricardo's been your husband?
See, he completely misses the point.
Tell me about your husband?
Steve, can we talk about that shit that you just threw out there at me real quick? Now you want to go back to some old shit. Do you have the ability, if for whatever reason, 24 hours the repeater went down, you can host something for the users regardless as to how you feel about them? Is it in you? Do you have the capability, the wherewithal, both mentally and technology-wise, to do something like that? Unbiased.
Dana, go.
Talking to you. Dana gonna let me flow with you for a moment.
I'm right here waiting for you to say something.
Do you have that in you, Steve? That if the repeater like you hypothetically talking about went away, if it was just one day, do you have something to help out for the rest of everybody else?
Asking Dana a question.
I'm asking you a question. Dana's standing by. Where would you stand in on a hypothetical like that?
Why are you answering Dana's question?
I don't understand. Well, you're not answering my question. I'm coming straight forward to you about something you just said. Peter going away. Peter ain't here there. So I thought I would address that since you brought that up. Are you in position to do something about that and bring up something for the amount of time that it may take?
You're holding Dina's purse.
Yeah. God damn. Simplest of questions he can't ask.
Why are you?
No, you see, he's not capable. He's fixated on one thing. He's at the store, and he wants his mom to buy him a toy. She won't do it, so he keeps pulling on her dress, saying, "Mommy, buy me the toy. Mommy, buy me the toy. Mommy, buy me the toy. Mommy, buy me the toy." It's manic. It's manic. And I know he's powered by, at least partially, by some people on a text message chain or an email chain or whatever. But still, I mean, he just doesn't get it. Everybody else that's listening, who's still listening, because this is pretty fucking repetitive, has seen it. And yeah, that's all Steve talks about. All Steve Hoffman talks about is gay people and cocksucking and gay this and gay that, and Brian Gordon and Ed Duff and gay this and blah blah. He's fixated. And I haven't even brought up yet. I have not even brought up yet his DVR rants where he talks in graphic detail about, sperm on people's lips and all this other weird shit that no straight dude would say. Because he says it with an air of admiration.
So full of shit, Dana, Glenn, Gower, Espinosa.
The people, doxing the people. And I'm just saying, man, Bug-Eye, listen to me. Listen to me, Bug-Eye. You're getting old, man. You're getting old. You really think you got to keep your persona up? You ain't never did shit. Tell them indicator you ain't going to do shit. Be cool, man. Stop making enemies and shit. Come on in.
Yeah, he's 6. ECS.
KC6UEP.
Well, there's 45 minutes. I'll never get back. Good thing I was just on the freeway in traffic. Not really, taken away from anything.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to put another radio back in my truck and on my bike. Not so much the bike, you got to worry about it, but I'll put it on there first. But the truck, because you get caught up in traffic a whole lot more these days. I never noticed traffic, dude, while I was working. You just something you had to deal with. Now I can pick and choose.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I miss that. But yeah, you're right. Traffic is, it was once just 100% downtime, and now it doesn't have to be.
Exactly. I'm going to put a radio back in the car because I'm running around with grandkids, old lady, this, that, and the other. I like to get out, too. My hips ain't hurting, especially in the car here lately. I'd rather be on my bike because I can go anywhere in my truck that I can get on my bike. I can do the same damn thing.
Yeah, I just thought of something. I wonder if somebody fixed ZKZ's power amp or power supply, and now he blew it up again.
Good. Big fucking deal.
Go ahead. You want to talk? Go ahead, Steve. I said, go ahead, Bug-Eye. Maybe that'll register.
No, guess not.
I just don't get it. Well, see, I don't even think a gay person... I really miss Chris Baldwin, KJ6AM. No, KJ3AM. He's from Delaware. He got his call. KJ3AM. No, KJ3AJM. KJ3AJM. I really miss that homosexual. Because he set a motherfucker straight quick. Gay or sober.
I I still have no answer as to why Steve is so fixated on all things gay. That's where it always winds up. Even Terry pointed that out a couple times. But Terry liked Steve and had a lot of tolerance and patience with him. But he would say it about James. But yeah, this whole gay thing, I don't bring that shit up. It's always ZKZ, or if I dare show my face on 435, Perry gets all damp in the knickers and starts talking about it. It's only a few people, and they are all fixated with all things gay. And it speaks volumes.
Well, even now, if I wasn't on you, hold on. Yeah. I wasn't on Steve's ass, and you attacking him too. His rebuttal would be back to me that I sucked GK to death, that we were homosexuals and blah, 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 blah. That's his claim to fame. Why? I understand where you're coming from, and it is. Why do you always regress back to that? It speaks volumes. Think about how when he was soliciting men, and you want to come over here, and, if you're going to come, let me know, and you can meet me in the front, behind the bathroom, or you can meet me behind the wall of the church parking lot. You remember?
I don't, but I don't doubt it.
Why do you guys waste your time with that piece of shit? Seriously. He's miserable. The holidays are coming. More misery is coming. Why don't waste your time with that piece of shit?
Come on, dude.
Alan, you know what? You're absolutely right.
The best thing for that motherfucker is let him live his life the way he lives it. His own doing is his own doing. Could have made something of his fucking life. He chose not to. So, fuck him. Fuck him.
Why you on the fuck him part? But when you're ready to fuck him, you fuck him. So back up off us fucking him right now.
Well, it was just, I think I said earlier, there's 45 minutes I'll never get back. And that's the only effect Steve has on anybody, is causing them to waste time. So you're absolutely right, because he's not going to change. You've known him a lot longer than I have, and I would suspect, if I were to ask you, has he ever been any different, your answer would be no.
He's always been an ungrateful piece of shit. He's miserable about the way he lived. He hasn't got a pot to piss in. He's never did anything, follow through on anything in his whole fucking life. His mom fucking treated him like a mama's boy. He was just waiting for her to die so he could get the house. Even that he's not going to be able to keep for long. The guy's a piece of shit. The best way to deal with that dude is just let him fucking swim in his shit. Don't even fucking acknowledge him. And for sure don't throw him anything to help him.
Now, if we all took that approach, that would be a monumental move. And I've got no problem with that. But since you brought that up like that, you have to represent that like that. Spearhead that like that. Be a gangster about it.
100%, Darren.
Listen to the guy with no license.
Shut up, asshole. You know nothing. You think you know, but you know nothing, Steve. If you want to start in with me, Steve, bring it, motherfucker. I'll smoke you every fucking time. Bring it, bitch.
Benitez, I know a lot about you.
Bring it, bitch. Tell me what you know about me. What? What the fuck you know about me, bitch? What, I declared bankruptcy fucking in the 90s? Fuck yeah, I did. Fuck yeah. I had a bunch of shit, but I took care of it now. I have more money than you'll ever have, Steve. All right, Steve? I've got a life. Something you'll never have. I have a family. Something you'll never have. So, Steve, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but I'll smoke you.
Now, Steve, you can say he jumped.
It's not a criminal threat. It's just the facts. I'll smoke you. I will totally call you a piece of shit every fucking day. That's smoking you, you piece of shit.
Now, Sanchez, allow me to speak. Now, Steve, he may have jumped down an elevator shaft or two, but I rode. I was on his fucking mansion of a yacht. It wasn't no D, like you used to call it, the Kamawanalea, the 19-inch dinghy. It was a fucking 41-inch I don't know, $500,000 yacht, $750,000 yacht. I sailed the sea on that yacht twice.
You know, I've done things with my life, Darren. I've got stuff to show for it. I work for shit. I put goals for myself. My philosophy in life is one step back, two steps forward. And I don't look for handouts from anybody. You know, I help my friends out, and that's the way it'll always be. But, Steve, you're going to have strangers carrying you to your grave. You understand, Steve?
I'm not going to have a grave, but...
Whatever, Steve. What the fuck ever, Steve. I don't even want to hear you. Don't even want to hear you. You know, the best thing is you just keep looking in the mirror and just think, where did I fucking go wrong? What did I do wrong? And being selfish, Steve, being narcissistic, that's all you. You haven't got a good bone in your body, Steve. When was the last time you did something for somebody? A stranger. It's not you, Steve. You'll sit there and you'll steal from a homeless person before you help the homeless person. That's how you are.
Okay.
Tell it, dude. I tell it like it is, dude. If you don't fucking like it, dude. Like life it is for you, you gotta deal with it, Steve. You gotta deal with it. That shithole you live in, that dirty bathroom you live in, all those fucking things that you accept in life isn't the way normal people live. You've got a problem, Steve. But if I was you, dude, I got fucking 3 ounces of lead. I don't even loan you a gun. Put it in your mouth, pull the fucking trigger. Do everyone a favor. But do it outside so people don't have to clean up the shit.
Sanchez, I gotta say this. It's like you're starting it on me. Why waste my time? Why waste your time, Sanchez? However, he's bought that out of you. So that's what it is. I don't explain myself. You know better anyway about my get down. But now you doing what I do.
Listen, Darren, you and I have been around for a long time. You kept me out of jail more than twice. And I'm okay with that, dude. I could have been in jail for assault and all kinds of shit. And I appreciate that. But, you know, Steve, have a good holiday season.
He's got nothing, man. Nothing. So I tell him, why wreck what he's got? This is all he's got. Don't wreck it. So I tried to talk to Briegel, the dude. You don't got shit in Idaho. Don't wreck what you got.
You know, people didn't earn what they have. If they didn't work for it, they don't appreciate it. Bottom line, he doesn't appreciate a fucking thing. That shithole he lives in doesn't appreciate it. That shithole he lives in could be an investment for him, for his retirement. That shithole could be a total investment if he took care of it. He could downsize, sell that thing, and have enough money to live the rest of his fucked up life comfortably. Do you think he has a sense? No. That would take some effort. That would take some common fucking sense, which he doesn't possess, just like nuts. He doesn't possess. And he's always saying this and that about gays and everything. Steve, listen to me. People are just gay people, dude. You know, they're just people. And I'm glad they don't have to live fucking in the closet anymore. I'm glad they come out and live their fucking life. Imagine living like that and you couldn't be able to express your emotions. Fucked up life. Steve, you know, if you got curiosities about that kind of lifestyle, just go for it. Experience it. Nobody has to know but you. But everybody knows you have an interest in it. Everybody knows you're curious about it. And, you know, go for it, Steve. You only live once. You know, you might like it.
He ain't gonna like none of this. It's coming out of the box that he thinks. His narcolepsy tells him he's preaching to the box, pontificating to the box, indicating to the box, because the people on the box don't know no better.
Can't fix stupid, they don't make the tools and the hammer. Too easy.
I like it, right? Right, am I... I like it. Right, Danny? Right, Danny?
You know, Steve, you can say whatever you want, Steve. Nothing changes, Steve. I'm comfortable where I'm at. I have a good life, Steve. I have people that care about me. All right? Nobody wants me dead. At least in my family. Out here, maybe. But I got a good life, Steve. Sorry you don't, dude. But, you know, you reap what you sow. You've done nothing to improve with your living conditions. You've done nothing to improve your life. You've done nothing to move forward. Just talk it. Talk it, talk it, talk it. But you never walk it. You've done this, you've done that, you got this, you got that. You got nothing, Steve. Nothing. Everything you got's been given to you, and you have no appreciation for it. You know why? Because you didn't earn it. So, any misery I can bring on you, Steve, please let me know.
Yeah. Okay. Are you done?
Steve, I don't know exactly, but there's some jamming going on. Y'all let Steve talk. Don't jam him. Let him make a fool of himself. All this is rope. Let's give him his amount of rope that he needs.
Break for KI6TCS. Where you at, Dana? KZN6 Mobile.
And I think the idiot is out there too. Nigger Perry. Fuck you, Perry. I'm looking at your input when you try to key it up. The big boys are playing now. Big, sick fuck. Stand by and watch how we do it.
Just stupid laugh.
I hope it irritates the fuck out of you. Like a boil on your ass. I hope it festers, fucking comes back every fucking time you think it's gone.
Go smoke some more dope.
Steve, I got the money to spend on dope. I don't wait for the first of the month to get paid. I don't wait to get my fucking, a check from fucking the bank for your reverse mortgage shit. I'm not that way, Steve. I've earned everything I have. You know nothing about me, Steve, and that's okay. But in the big picture, you're definitely, if you look up in the Webster's Dictionary, loser, your fucking name's right there in the top fucking line. Steve fucking Alan Hoffman. A loser. A joke. A mistake. A missed abortion.
Came out of your mom's asshole. You and a few others.
Could you imagine having to wait to a certain date to smoke weed, good quality weed? That motherfucker that would have to start smoking dirt if Steve was on weed. He can't, man, weed ain't cheap. And it is good that Steve don't smoke weed. Because he'd be going to a fucking fit right about now. Especially if he's waited all month to that one day. And now on that day, can't get no weed. Imagine that.
Oh, people like Steve, they got what they call Mexican dirt weed. That's perfect for Steve.
If he got no snap, he can't even buy that.
Steve, I wish there was some sympathy I could give you, but I'm sorry, I'm all out of it. If there's anything I can do to prolong the misery, or the suffering, or the pain, please don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Knock it off with your agnostic ways.
It's in the dictionary.
Well, that's right. That's right. It's a good place for it. I'm going to stand by and let the frequency roll.
I recommend you do the same, Bug-Eye. I don't know if you keep a score, but it don't look good.
Steve, do me a favor, Steve. Keep pressure on it. Just keep pressure on it. That'll control the bleeding for the ass kicking you just got.
Hey, Steve, my oldest son just walked through the door. What a pleasure.
It's good to have family. Isn't it good to have family that you look at and you're proud of and looking forward to spending time with and thinking of I wish I had more time in this world to spend with my siblings, my family, my kids. Looking forward to the future.
Look, the cat's going crazy. My oldest son is here. Look at it. Thanks. He owns her. You just don't know, man, the joy I get my son walking through the door after coming in from a hard day's work. Steve, you get your own, you'll have your own.
PCS.
Just keep pressure on it, Steve. You probably feel a little dizzy, but just keep pressure on it.